Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Sacred Key. This is Mercedes Warrick, and we are on day 22 of 36 days of devotion. Welcome. The theme for these 36 days have been humility, and looking at humility from a positive point of view of being able to bring ourselves into, I'm calling it the existence or the compassionate presence, to just rest there and allow yourself to become the expression of the divine in this daily walk that we are doing. So today, I have been sitting quietly and thinking about something that I had seen on YouTube from David Hawkins. He is the author of Power versus Force, and he was saying that all fear is actually just one fear, and that is the fear of death. And I've been thinking about that, and he had an exercise, I'm afraid to lose my job because I won't be able to pay my rent, and I won't be able, or my mortgage, and I won't be able to eat. And so you're afraid of that because, and you just keep going. And he said, if you keep doing that, what you will get down to in all cases, he was saying, not just many cases, he was saying actually all cases, is the fear of death. When I began my cancer journey, it was death was very much on the horizon. I mean, it was a real in how do I always put it, in the realm of all possibilities, and so death was actually closer to my balance point. It wasn't way off in the future somewhere. It was pretty close, and I have reached. I was robbed at gunpoint at one day in my life, and so I had been in that real imminent or immediate possibility of death and dying. When I was a young child, I used to get chastised a little bit because I would say something like, I don't understand why everybody's so upset. They're right over there. We didn't have a lot of transition in our lives, and my mother would say, you impertinent child. That's what she used to call me sometimes. You impertinent child, go sit down. And then she'd come and ask me, because I had seen ancestors at a very young age and actually got afraid of it. I didn't have a lot of guidance. I had a very intuitive mother, but people just didn't know what to do with that. And one day I saw my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, and who had passed away when my mother was very young, and I saw her. I saw what they had buried her in and everything, and my mother was kind of treated me with a little bit more understanding. So I've always had an interesting, at least interesting to the people around me, an interesting view of death. And I have said, I live until I live eternally. And but as we're living life, I have often wondered, how do I, I'll speak in the eye, how do I handle fear? And sometimes it's, you gotta live with it for a minute. But I have been given something. I was given a gift, and I'm going to share it with you because it is in the spirit of humility. When you know that you do not have any control, when you're laying down on the floor, face down, with your hands tied behind your back and something over your head, and you do not have control in that moment. When the doctor says your body is literally lousy with cancer, you do not have control in that moment. And so there are times during this cancer journey that I find that you can feel like you're not in control. I don't know if that's the right way of phrasing it, but that the events that are happening and the treatments and what is being presented to you is happening so quickly and so with such a sense of urgency that you don't feel like you have a say. And so it is important as a patient to have a say, right? And so one of the things that was given to me way, way, way early on, I was actually, I've had some living. I tell these stories and I was like, I've had some living. But back in the last recession, back in 2008, 2009, I was, losing my house. And there was a lot of fear around that because my home is my sanctuary. I don't know if you can tell, but if you've seen some of the pictures, I am a homebody and my home is my sanctuary, and I was losing my home. And my guidance said, amen it. And there are times and days when I do the breath, and I received I am present, I am here for this series, so I thought this is fairly new to me, but I would stay in my breath, and there's a specific way of breathing, and I would stay in my breath, and then and my guidance said, amen it. And when I looked up, amen, so be it done. So, to the greatest extent possible, and that was a surprise to me. That's the meaning of so. So, to the greatest extent possible, be in existence, as existence, it, energy coming into form, or existence coming into form, done, to completion, to wholeness, to holiness. So I'm going to share with you this evening, we're going to do our breathing, our spiritual immersion this evening. But we're going to go in at one point into the amen. And I would invite you to explore this for yourself. We always say, I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know who the we is. We always say, but I have been saying, my guidance has been saying, we always say, maybe that's who's behind here. We always say, how do I be in the essence? How do I be in the purity? And I will say from experience, when you're in those, I've described some extreme circumstances, but when you're in a circumstance and you want to be in your most divine presentation, in your most divine heart in that moment, and you can't be looking up scriptures, that's why upbringing is so important. My mother gave us the 23rd Psalm. I told you that story earlier on in the series, 23rd Psalm and the Lord's Prayer, and then I was on that floor and I started saying the 23rd Psalm. But what my guidance has given me is amen. And I have learned if I can just stay in the amen during the times when things seem to be the most disconcerting, it is a way to connect into spirit, into God, into source, into your guidance. So let's get started. I hope you enjoy this, and namaste. So be this done. Amen. It is amazing how one word, a touch from a stranger, a smile from a stranger, one word from a stranger. Often I will say blessings. I'll just say blessings. Blessings be unto you. Thank you for being present today. Thank you for helping me today. Blessings be unto you. Thank you for praying with me today. Thank you for being present in my life today. Thank you. Thank you for being now. The other thing that may happen is I hear my guidance is saying another wonderful thank you is, and you can say thank you for being the catalyst for showing me a different way today, bringing me into a different understanding. That's a wonderful thing when you can look at something and say, that's a different way of looking at it. So And that's another time when you can use just the amen. It's really a wonderful thing. So let's get started. Sorry, I got kind of moving off of that. But guidance is saying it's that simple beauty, and you can just amen it. I think we talked about the simple beauty, looking at a rose, looking at a child, looking at a moment, just appreciating how good the coffee tastes in the morning. You can just amen that. Just amen it, okay? All right. Just coming into your breath and feeling the awareness of the breath. As you breathe in, feeling the breath coming into your body, and as you exhale, releasing and relaxing and going really deep into that exhalation. Breathing in, and then making that exhalation a little longer than the inhalation. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. Darling, I am present and I am here. Thank you so much. Breathing in, I am present. Exhaling, I am here. Breathing in, I am present. Exhaling, I am here. Breathing in, I am present. Exhaling, I am here. Breathing in, I am present. Exhaling, I am here. Breathing in, amen. Exhaling, amen. 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 Resting here for a moment. Early on in my practice, my guidance would show me the energy of the mountain. Sometimes they would say you have to lean into it. The mountain is porous even though it appears to be solid. How do you become one with the perception of solid? As you lean into it, you begin to see the energy of the mountain. Say you can go over the mountain or under the mountain or around the mountain. But there is a way through. Becoming one with the mountain allows you to, I call it leaning into the fear. Becoming one with the fear it's always allowed me to have a different perspective of its makeup and its porousness. It's seeing, actually being with it, and then it becomes known, and that which is known is less scary. As we have been saying, in our humility, we can see the divinity when we become one with the fear, with the person, with the flower. So if I really want to lean into something that is causing me confusion or pain or fear, I begin the amen. So be this done. It's only one divinity, only one life, one heart, one divine intelligence. As I breathe in, amen. As I exhale, amen. As I breathe in, amen. Amen. As I breathe in, amen. As I breathe out, amen. As I breathe in, amen. Amen. Namaste. May you know the divine intimately. Amen. So be this done.